EA Sports is proud to present PGA Tour coverage. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports and Golf Channel on NBC. Pleased as always to be at the house that the King built, Arnold Palmer, the Bay Hill Club and Lodge in Orlando, Florida.
A golf course that's produced many a great champion. Tiger Woods has won it a whopping 8 times. Ernie Els has won it twice. This is a place that tests the best in the game.
Get that feeling in the pit of your stomach, Frank. Start of a round at a great golf course like Bay Hill. 461-yard opening par 4. What does it take here?
Nice little draw off the tee. If you're a little fearful, the out of bounds on the left where the practice fairway often comes into play.
Not the best shot, this one in the rough, but still will have a play from there. Frank, not overly long, but still a pretty good spot and in the fairway.
Yeah, that's in that 280 mark.
What's he need to watch out for here, Frank?
Those 2 front bunkers, Rich, the one that protects the left and the right. More often than not, you want to pitch the ball on the front of this green. They are the 2 to be concerned about.
Good-looking shot right here. That is a green in regulation as the approach shot hits the first green, but he is by no means in for par yet. A lengthy putt coming up.
Rich, with a lie like that on the rough, you're going to get too much grass between club face and ball. You're going to have to adjust for that and at least take a club or 2 more.
This is a cross-country special. That's not how you picture it, Frank, when you step on that first tee.
No, you'd like to go back to that first tee right now and start again.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Just misses. Yeah, that's a good putt right there. From that distance, he'll settle. This would give him the par. Even par early on. Just a couple of feet. Those keep the round going, those par putts. Back to the action here at the Bay Hill Club and Lodge. Second hole, it is a pretty demanding par 3, Frank.
Goal really is to just carry that front bunker or sneak it a little right of that and try and cheat it around. Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like.
Oh, that's off the beaten track. You got 5 minutes to find it.
Look out left.
And there's rough over there.
And that one rolls just into the rough.
Now you have to decide whether or not that ball's going to fly or not.
Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in. How about that shot right there from that lie in the rough to knock it that close? That's good. Second shot from the rough. It's on the way. See if Spieth can knock this in for his par. Still even par for the day.
Even par currently.
Drops it, and he's at even par. Now to the par 4 third, picturesque and difficult hole, Frank.
It might be picturesque, but it's certainly not for the faint of heart. This is going to take your best swing.
Water all down the left side. This one doesn't look good.
There's water over there.
Thank goodness, Frank, back on dry land here.
As long as this one avoids it.
So this will be the third shot after taking the drop with the ball going in the water.
This has to go in the hazard.
Needs to get up or it's going in. NASA, we have a splashdown. So hit the previous shot in the water, took a drop. This now the third shot. Well, the stats say that is a green hit in regulation, but it's not yet a par on the card. Very tough putt coming up. So toweled off, dried off, and ready to go.
Yeah, let's hope this swing he hasn't still got the floaties on.
Has to regroup, playing his fifth shot after hitting it in the water.
Yeah, it's not all lost. Once again, check the yardage, check the wind, start again.
Not his best shot, and now he'll have to deal with a bunker.
Yeah, they say the hardest shot in golf, the next one.
Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
You've got to be kidding me. That was right on the edge.
I tell you, he wants a do-over there.
Locked in on the read and the speed. Been a little bit of a fight so far, 3 over par. Just a little tap in here. So with that, 1 over par. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo. 4th hole is the first par 5 on the golf course, Frank.
Very scoreable. 2 bunkers down the left, the first of which takes 330 yards to get it past that.
Definite birdie hole, maybe even a chance for Eagle to really jumpstart the round.
Now, this is not heading in the right direction.
No, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. Well, he pays a price for that.
Yeah, when you don't see the top of the ball in the rough, you know it's not sitting pretty. Going to need a bit of force to extract one out of there. This is definitely not going down the fairway.
It doesn't look good. I think it's going to be in the deep rough. Into the thick stuff, that's a difficult lie. Second shot coming out of the rough here. Frank, this one's headed way right.
And rough trees, all sorts of problems on that right side.
In the thick stuff.
Thick, it's brittle out there.
He'll need to be strong with this. did the prudent thing there, didn't he?
Yeah, in the end, really, you could have turned that into a disaster. Instead, actually a good chance, really, to perhaps get away with par.
Not easy to control from that kind of a lie, is it, Frank?
No, obviously you could see in the back of his mind, don't go left. So it just depends how far right this is going to finish.
Frank, uphill shot, what did you like to do on a play like this?
The biggest thing really is to try and work on your balance. You've got to make sure you get through the shot and normally take an extra club.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Wow, I can't believe he found the cup on that one.
Clean up on aisle 5. It's no snack, though.
Wow, what a putt. That is huge. Frank, now to the 5th. What's the strategy here at this shorter par 4?
Well, if you want to flex your muscles, Rich, take it over that left bunker. With a little trailing breeze, you might even get close to the green.
Frank, he is one of the longest hitters in the game, but at some point, you have to hit a fairway.
Yeah, he's certainly not the straightest. I think that was the bit you're going to put in the middle.
Well, this looks good.
Certainly is.
Frank, the beauty of golf, we're not playing inside a dome with no wind. You have to be able to handle the elements.
You do, and that's really where the better player comes through. On a day like today, anything around par is going to be a good score, so just adjust your own mental par.
Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
That's still not done. A good third shot, maybe get away here with par.
Chance to set himself up for a good scoring opportunity with his second shot here. Headed for the bunker?
Well, that's a little absurd, that, Rich. That shot wasn't that hard, but it's come up well short.
Didn't appear committed through impact. Frank, you like his chances to walk away with a par here?
Well, with a good shot, Rich, yeah, that's certainly on the cards in that. And you think you just write a par down at the end of the hole, don't tell anyone about it. It certainly won't affect the scorecard at the end of the day. So that's the goal right here.
Frank, it hit the green, but just didn't have enough backspin.
You wonder what he's thinking on that.
Well, this is how you build a good round, Frank. You just keep hitting greens. Frank, there's nothing like catching a bunker shot just perfectly. Splashes out, lands softly, and just runs up to that hole.
Yeah, it's like 3D. There's the component in the strike where it's going to land, and then the third part of it is how much will it roll.
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Wow, I thought it was going in just off the mark by a fraction. Just a couple of feet. Rolls in the par putt, stays at +2. So they'll tap in. Finally in for a double bogey. Frank, the 6th is a big, brawny par 5, and it can be scary as well with all of that water.
And if you're a history buff, you'll remember in 1998, John Daly made 18. Beat that? Well, you're a little better than John.
What's wrong with 18? If you break it down, Frank, that's actually 3 pars and an eagle. By my math, that's pretty good work.
But you got 17 other holes to play.
Not looking good, Frank.
I think it's wet.
Unfortunately, that ball is wet. Now on to his 3rd shot after the last one went into the water. He went for the brief swim there, Frank. He's trying to stay dry now.
He is. Just trying to avoid water on the brain as well. This will take a good swing.
3rd shot now after the last one found the deep blue.
Yeah, you can still minimize the damage here. It's only one bad shot that you got punished for. Good recovery shot. Couldn't make the green, but at least he's back in play.
Played the smart shot right there. And setting up here in the rough.
Well, that's a smart shot. A lot of people would have tried to be a little more heroic from there, but there was no need.
Back on the fairway, back in play.
Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. Frank, ball is in the rough here. What are the problems on this next shot?
Well, this is really where the skill level comes in. A good part. This is where the good player separates himself from the rest.
Well, he'll have to get up and down from the bunker to save his par. All right, so greenside bunker. What's he looking to do with this shot, Frank?
Well, really you have to look at the amount of green you got to play with. You don't have to try and fly the ball right by the flag. Allow it to run. Plus, if you can get it to run like a putt, you never know. It might just go in.
Great shot coming out of that bunker right there.
Showing some skills today.
Spieth now for bogey. Get in. Yes, good putt. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. So a tester from 4 feet. Sitting right now at 2 over par for the round. That hole certainly got the best of him. Triple bogey. Well, after that beast of a par 5 with all the water, take a sigh of relief and you come to the par 3 7th.
It still takes a good tee shot here though, Rich. Narrow entry, green's 30 yards deep. You still really got to focus on hitting a good shot here. There's a bunker over there.
I think he's headed for it. Oh, a bit unfortunate. Wasn't able to avoid the sand trap. And the tee shot ends up in the bunker. Good looking shot right here. Trying to generate some momentum here at the 7th hole. This for birdie.
And an awkward little bunker shot. Just splash it out, let the ball run towards the flag. Really. This is an awkward length.
Well, that would have been a bonus had it gone in, but still, reasonable chance for par here.
Yeah, there's no damage. You're not going to birdie every hole.
Putt for par. He needs one. Oh, I thought he had that. Oh, man.
Just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Rough day so far. 4 over par on the round. Nudge this one home. Finish it up. Has it. Now at the 8th, and Frank, this really is a clever design. Fun hole to play.
Very pretty hole. That bunker down the left, just over 300 yards. Ideally, you just work it off that bunker.
That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards.
Rich, there's rough and rough. That ball is needle-nosed down.
Can't even see it from here. Frank, what's the best way to get at the golf ball when it's sitting down just a bit in the rough?
You have to accept the fact, first and foremost, that you're not going to get clean contact. So you have to decide whether the ball's going to come out short or it's going to fly. Because very rarely will it come out the normal distance of what you hit on the fairway. So if it's a little thin and wispy, chances are it might fly. If it's nestled down, you're going to have to take at least another club.
Not terrible, but not his best.
Yeah, outside chance, really, for birdie, but really, it was a rather poor approach shot.
This is position A, right in the fairway, and 180 yards to go.
And this one's starting down the right. Does not look like it's going to draw back towards the flag.
But it will catch the green. Long putt here. This will require a good touch. Frank, that's just a really good putt right there.
Yeah, that's why you call lag putting. You get outside a certain distance and really your mind has to be about two putting and not trying to be a hero.
It's a good looking putt right here. You might like it.
No, Rich, that was a huge putt. You don't expect to make them from that distance.
This one just requires a little bit of focus. Chases that in for par to stay at 4 over. Finishing up here on the front side at Bay Hill with a lengthy par 4. And what's the key, Frank?
Well, the hole's relatively flat, but the rough on the right comes into play. If you can carry that ball 300 yards, then just take it in over the bunker.
Frank, that is position A.
Yeah, the tee shot was like silk, Rich. I mean, just sets up that second shot so beautifully. Tom Weiskopf was one of my idols growing up. I loved the way he swung. That swing right there reminds me of my art.
And it looks like Rory McIlroy, Frank, sticking the follow-through. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Chance to close out the front side here with a birdie. Sitting up in the fairway now, 180 yards away.
This looks like it's heading for the bunker.
Just a bit offline and into the bunker. Looking to splash this softly onto the green. This for Jordan Spieth's birdie. Well, you couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. Trying to move on with a par in his pocket. Good effort and a good par putt. In a rocky road to this point, 4 over par on the round. Just a beautiful day here in Orlando, Florida. We're at the Bay Hill Club and Lodge getting set for the back 9. Frank, how do you get off to a good start?
One of the few dogleg rights. This is a hole that you don't want to overthink on it. If you can carry that bunker on the right, just go for it. Common thread here, rough, rough, rough.
Wrong way again. Not quite what he was hoping for. The tee shot in the bunker. That's a good start to the hole, right down the middle. Jordan Spieth ready for his second shot. Headed for the bunker? That's a disappointment right there, Frank.
Yeah, green light special, really. Come up considerably short.
And about 1 1/4 left to the hole. Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
That's still not done. A good third shot, maybe get away here with par.
Now his third, staring right at the green. A sensational shot right there, Frank.
Oh, you start beating your chest after a shot like that. That's the best we've seen into this hole to date.
Well, in the sand, but it has been raked nicely, looking for something positive. So, Frank, out of the bunker and back into play.
Yeah, the late Bobby Jones used to say the hardest shot in golf's always the next one. Well, by getting the ball back in play, he just made that a little easier.
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Well, too bad. He gives one back. Needs this for par. Did the job right there. Frank, 440-yard par 4 11th. You see that number on the card, you think driver. Maybe not. Why?
Yeah, it's imperative you hit the fairway here, Rich. Water obviously in play left, 2 bunkers on the right. This is a second shot hole. You know, this is not heading in the right direction.
No, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. Frank, way offline all day long.
Yeah, this is a head scratcher, really. I've seen him play before. Normally much better than this. This is abnormal, that's for sure.
We moved that one out there, but he is not going to like the lie.
That moved down in the rough.
Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in. Not looking good, Frank.
I think it's wet.
Extra stroke at it after going into the water. So the previous shot into the drink, this now the 4th shot.
This has to go in the hazard.
He needs to get up or it's going. So toweled off, dried off, and ready to go.
Yeah, let's hope this swing he hasn't still got the floaties on.
So this is his 4th shot after the last one found the water.
It's not all over, but right now, too, he's staring down the barrel of a very bad hole.
Frank, not easy to keep your eye on the target when you've just splashed down.
Yeah, but on the flip side, too, one bad shot doesn't have to lead to 2.
This is the 6th shot after that previous shot went into the water. Good news is, was able to retrieve the golf ball.
Yeah, on dry land, and can he carry it this time, though?
Had been playing reasonably well. It's getting away right here. The 8th shot on the way.
Well, you could say the horse has already bolted. Now, I mean, the best he can get away with is still going to be a bad score.
Tugged that one a little bit offline to the left, and he'll pay a bit of a price because that rough is a fairly thick. Unfortunately, that ball is wet. So it's been a tough hole. Previous shot went into the water, took the drop. This now, the 6th shot. And from the rough, he manages to not only make the green, but get within easy striking distance of the hole. That will be 4 over par on the scorecard for this hole. Time to pick up and move on. Frank, 574-yard par 5. Scoring opportunity here?
The breeze behind, once again, a reachable par 5. The hardest thing about this hole really is the green. It's raised up a little bit, slopes off on either side. Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. Into the thick stuff, that's a difficult lie.
Got the measurement out there, Rich. Looks like 290 yards.
That one is in the bunker. Second shot coming out of the rough here. Frank did the prudent thing there, didn't he?
Yeah, in the end, really, you could have turned that into a disaster instead. Actually, a good chance, really, to perhaps get away with par.
Getting ready now for this next shot in the bunker. That is always so disappointing from that kind of a spot when you come up short.
Yeah, you're licking your chops over that one. A shot you think you could hit directly at the flag. Now, test for the short game.
Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
Wow, that hurt.
It did. Shot gone forever.
Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
How did that stay out, Frank?
Did everything but go in.
Nudge this one home, finish it up. Been a rocky round. Nine over for the day. Frank, this is an interesting hole. It's a par 4 13th, and it isn't necessarily a driver off the tee. What are the options?
Yeah, you break it down. 250 off the tee leaves 120. There's nothing wrong with playing the hole that way. You get a little over-ambitious here and run out of fairway. That second shot over water. Whoa. There's a bunker over there.
I think he's headed for it. Into the tall cabbage. That ball is swallowed up.
Long and straight.
That's how you do it. Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
Frank, how frustrating can it get playing into strong winds?
Well, it's going to magnify every bad shot you hit, but it's also going to separate the good ones from the rest of the field. Hazard.
Maybe wet.
The lie pretty much dictated the result. Thick rough, tough to get that all the way to the green.
Trying to muscle it out of there, but you had to be Schwarzenegger to get that one done.
Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
Well, that's how you play the game right there. Knock it on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie. You'll need to be strong with this.
Really. This is that awkward length.
Came to the putt excited to make birdie. Now, settle for par.
Yeah, little change in the attitude right now. When you've let one go, you've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important this one goes in.
Well, you almost lose count at this point. Safe to say, not under par. In fact, well over par. Good work right there. He'll settle for par. Frank, now to the 14th, a par 3, and how difficult is this hole?
Once again, very narrow entry into the green, so ideally you want to fly the ball a little higher than normal, make it soft, make it land a little softer.
Second shot, good look at the green.
Another good swing, another good approach shot.
Locked in on the read and the speed. Oh, he's going to love it. Great putt. A good 20-footer here. Jordan Spieth trying to surrender just one shot. It's been one of those rounds, 10 over par. We're here at the 15th now, and a big dogleg right on this one. Frank, what's the best route to take to shoot the low number?
You've got to look at that run out down the left side, which is about 320 yards. If you can stay short of that, then that gives you a perfect shot into this green.
Good contact, good result. Nicely played shot, about 310 yards down the fairway. Frank, Tiger won here 4 times in a row from 2000 to 2003, and in all, he's won it 8 times. Why is his game so well suited to Bay Hill?
Bay Hill just suits somebody that can fly the ball through the air and land it soft, because these greens get very, very firm. And obviously they get slick, so you've got to be a great fast green putter. If you're long, that certainly helps. That sounds like the MO of a certain Tiger Woods.
Frank, he is one of the longest hitters in the game, but at some point, you have to hit a fairway.
Yeah, he's certainly not the straightest. I think that was the bit you're going to put in the middle. That just came out blazing. As soon as it hit the green, it was never going to stop.
Frank, what are you looking to do with this approach shot here at 15?
Anytime the flag's on the front, Rich, it's basically green light special. When the flag starts to get pushed towards that back area of that green, it starts to get narrower and narrower and narrower. And that's where you've got to be a little careful.
On the green, and a chance for birdie. And it's a long way to the hole from here, never easy. What a putt. Just missed, Frank.
That's cruel.
Getting set now over the putt. Everything has gone wrong today. Just continues to be ugly. Just a tap in to finish the hole. Did the job right there. The Bay Hill Club and Lodge features a really exciting finishing stretch. 16 is a reachable par 5. You'll see eagles and birdies there coming home. 17, a very difficult par 3 over the water. The bunker is there. Takes an excellent shot. And then 18 is all you want. We know that with the water in front, that second shot which comes over the lake, and that's a hold your breath moment. It is a great finishing 3-hole stretch at Bay Hill. Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
And now the second shot here at this par 5. Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green.
Not too bad. It's about 23 feet away.
He didn't hit the flagstick, but he still has a chance. And from the fairway for his second shot here. Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Facing 29 feet. Frank, that's not one you're necessarily thinking about making.
No, just a good putt, though. There's no two ways about that. He's putting well.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Well, thank you at last. A birdie. That was a long time coming, Frank.
Yeah, finally he strung some shots together. Now, if all of a sudden he can do the same on the next hole, he might just get a run going.
Haven't seen that a whole lot today, but they'll take it, and they're at 8 over. Always like this par 3, Frank. Par 3 17th. Let me amend that. I like watching the best in the world play it because it can be daunting, especially with the pressure ratcheted up.
When they have the tournament on, this green is brick hard. A little bit downhill, that's about the only advantage you get.
Not quite what he was hoping for. The tee shot in the bunker. Not looking good, Frank.
I think it's wet.
That ball is lost in the water. So this will be the third shot after taking the drop with the ball going in the water. That looked like a miss hit, Frank.
The lie was okay. It's a little surprising. Maybe wrong club.
So getting set for a greenside bunker shot. Frank, when I think of the great bunker players in the history of the sport, I think about Gary Player, Seve Ballesteros, who you knew so well. What did they do that made them so effective on these greenside bunker shots?
They had an attitude for a start that was different. For them, it was, they saw possibilities. And they would imagine the amount of sand. Remember, because this is the only shot in golf where you don't have to hit the ball first. So they would really choose the amount of sand behind the ball, whether that was an inch or two. Aim the club at that and made sure they followed through.
Once you hit double par, it is time to just pick up and move on. Count that as a triple bogey. Ouch. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Been a rocky round. Frank, how'd you like to be a rookie? You're going up against, at the time, the greatest player in the game, the great white shark, Greg Norman, and you hole a 7-iron to win a tournament?
Well, all you had to do was look at the expression on Norman's face as that ball landed and went in.
What did he hit there?
7-iron. Long and straight.
That's how you do it. He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. And this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards. Frankie's managed to hit it in the rough yet again.
Yeah, this is hard to imagine. You know, the fairways aren't that narrow today.
Second shot coming out of the rough here. Frank, sadly, I've been there too often in the water. You get down on yourself. What's the right way to approach this mentally?
Well, you've almost got to take a step backwards, Rich. This can add up so quickly. So give yourself a little pat on the back, say it's fine. I mean,
Thank goodness, Frank, back on dry land here.
as long as this one avoids it.
This now the fourth shot after the last one was in the water.
Yeah, just somehow just get it on the green. Hazard.
Maybe wet. So toweled off, dried off, and ready to go.
Yeah, let's hope this swing he hasn't still got the floaties on.
Frank, this is his 6th shot here.
Well, this is the difference between the good players and the great players. Really, just that compounding of a mistake, one after the other.
Frank, they threw him a life vest. He's back on dry land.
And I hope this time he swings, he doesn't have the water wings on.
So he's playing his 8th shot. Frank, how do you keep it together?
It's hard to imagine. He's just completely lost his mind at the moment.
That's one of the more depressing sights in golf. You hit a good one, and then it just sucks back too much spin off the green. Been this way all day. Airtight, no mistakes, solid shot.
And yet another green in regulation.
Well, that wasn't a gimme, but they sure made it look easy. Well, Frank, as we put a wrap on the day, it was plain to see he just didn't have his best stuff, but that's golf, and there's always tomorrow.
Yeah, the beauty of this game, you're rated by your best and your worst golf. Today's not, I don't think, a fair assessment of how good a player he is, but we'll see down the line.